Louisville's former First Lady Madeline Abramson has a new message she wants to spread. It's never too late, she says. Abramson reached a major milestone last month. It came after years of work for businesses, nonprofits, and raising a son. It also came during a challenging year that made her even more determined to get her four-year degree. Are you proud looking at that?
I'm very proud.
Put my name right here.
Sidney Abramson teases his mom about how much credit he deserves for her brand new degree. The younger man in Madeline Abramson's life was there for technical support that was literally priceless.
But having my own on-call 24-hour tech help who didn't give me too much grief, and he didn't charge me, so that, from that standpoint,
that's a good idea. I never thought about doing that.
Abramson doesn't mind sharing the spotlight, especially with her son, who's a senior at Bellarmine.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
Through her 18 years as Louisville's First Lady, her time spent as the wife of Kentucky's Lieutenant Governor, and her countless hours working for nonprofit organizations, she's been comfortable on the edge of the spotlight. She skipped the traditional graduation walk at Bellarmine, opting for a private celebration with family and friends. But all kidding with Sidney aside, she says the high-tech demands were a challenge.
It was a new world for me to do things on wiki spaces and PowerPoints and doing bar graphs and pie charts in Excel. And Sidney was the one who helped me walk me through each one of those projects.
Last spring, it was the mother who showed the son how the family would walk through and deal with a difficult time. A routine mammogram showed Madeline had breast cancer.
Because I was positive and I was hopeful, and I wanted to move forward, and so they could see that was what we were going to do, is just be positive and work it out together.
We're not trying to grieve over it. We're trying to use this as a positive note, saying, make sure you get your screenings.
I think for many people who are diagnosed and go through their treatment, the last thing you really want to do is relive the experience all the time. You want to move on. But having said that, I think it's also important if you feel a sense of responsibility when you've been through something like that and have received a good diagnosis and good treatment, a responsibility to let other people know that, this can happen to you and you need to be prepared for it.
After a lumpectomy and radiation and continuing medication, Abramson's prognosis is good. The worst, she says, telling her family.
That was the hardest part of all, to tell the people who love you that you're dealing with this challenge.
Through it all, she was even more determined to complete the education she often told others was so important.
So I felt as though I was telling young people how important education was, and yet I wasn't really setting the example I wanted to set.
But she admits the challenge of getting that four-year degree seemed especially difficult during her final course.
Statistics. I said I liked everything about statistics except the math.
The Abramson family will soon take a break from political life. Jerry Abramson has announced he's not running for governor. Madeline declines to run for any office.
I think she should, but she's not going to.
Jerry Abramson has said he'll pursue a career in education, and his wife will be spreading the message, encouraging Kentuckians to complete their degrees.
If you really want it, you'll find a way to make it work, and you'll do it and enjoy it.
Abramson plans on enjoying 2014, celebrating 25 years of marriage and a son who gets his very own Bellarmine degree.
And as you saw there, Abramson's degree is in liberal arts. And I asked her, would the Abramsons ever leave Louisville? Well, Madeline says possibly for an adventure at a university where her husband might teach, but not for very long. She says Louisville will always be home.